Yo, 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 what up, my mustard acid?
What up?
So welcome to another first episode of the greatest show ever. Now even better, as we're now part of the Who They Want Network.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
with us on the technical support is the one, the only DJ Steady.
AJA Tech, aka Tech.
All right, so Velle, tell me
Yeah,
how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm fine and dandy in the 2023. I hear everybody say, "How you doing?" I'm blessed and humble. I'm blessed and humble. Got some things I did, some things I'm doing. New things we're stepping into, new doors, chapters. I'm blessed and humble, man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Amen. Well,
How
you
you
know that feeling when you wake up early in the morning and you're standing in front of the bathroom mirror and you see that one zit like right there, like on your shoulder, just kind of sitting there, and,
right there?
and yeah, just like kind of sitting there. It's the one
Yeah,
that you've been working on for like a week and a half, so it's all deep and red and throbbing. You're like, but today is that day, So you look at it dead in the eye and you think to yourself, man, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. And you start working on it again. You start poking it and prodding it and picking and pinching, and you give it all you got, and then just like Old Faithful at high noon, it just erupts and it brings that relief that you've defeated your week long nemesis, and you sit there proud, festering in your own blood and pus, happy as a clam as you step into the shower. You know.
that's how you
So
doing, huh?
that's how I feel right now.
Explosion inside, huh? That's how you.
Exactly. Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
it's like a
The proud
release.
festering, like it's been sitting here for so long. It's finally got that relief of being back.
And when the pipe busts,
Yeah.
ah,
And you get
like
your own blood and pus all over your face from it. It's like exploding. Yeah, it's just like I can feel it right in my face, right there.
frozen. See, that's sometimes that's a little dirtier though. But yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. You know,
Unfortunately, you can't control the internet on that stuff.
you know. Yes, yes, yes. See, that's how we doing. How we doing? That's a good feeling. That's how we doing. We doing good. We doing good.
Yeah. But I do have one down hardship right now. I gotta touch base. My boy Bruce, he passed away this last week, so I gotta pay tribute to him. I get a little song that I made for him. Every time I see it, I sing it for him. So it goes a little something like this. His name is Bruce. He's a spur-winged goose. He's a guy that likes to fly in the air. He has no cares. His name is Bruce. He's a spur-winged goose. Long live Bruce. I think you froze out there again, brother. Am I on my own? All right. Well, I guess I'm playing this on my own because it looks like Velle is froze up right now. So with that, from the tribute to Bruce, it's either Velle's either froze up or really just cheered him up, and he can't quite bring himself to being part of the game right now because he's really just sad and tired and lonely. He never met Bruce, but so my mic is choppy apparently. So apparently this is internet issues all over the place. Um, so I'm just here with my man Stefan Diggs. So I'm going to talk about some New Year resolutions. It's the new year. It's the new January 2023. A couple weeks in, but this is our first show in January. So I'm going to talk about some New Year's resolutions. So I do have a New Year's resolution, but it's not a resolution. It's more a New Year's solution. So I am getting rid of 50 pounds today or this week, this year. I got a little excess weight, so it's just that time that it's time for it to go. I've been cutting back, so this is part of what I've been cutting back on my calorie intake, and when I'm at work, when I try to go to the bathroom, so I go to the bathroom, but I take extra steps. So when I come back, rather than go straight back to my desk, I go out the door, out to the front lobby. There's stairs. I'm on the second floor. Take the stairs down, take it around, up another hallway, up another set of stairs, back down the hall, and then back to my desk. So I'm adding extra steps my routine.
Okay, that
It's a
sounds
little
great.
Yeah, it's just a little thing, but it's about little steps. You can't expect big changes. All at once. You got to gradually into it. 50 pounds in a year is easy, nothing. So
Yeah, baby steps is the way to go. Everybody always sets these high goals, and then you're going to give yourself a heart attack trying to go into workout overload just to lose so many pounds within a set time period.
exactly, because then you get burnt out, you get muscle ache, and you stop doing it. You do things. I'm not cutting anything out on what I eat because when you do that, then you start craving stuff, and then you just kind of blow it. So it's all about the graduation. It's the gradual take. Oh, there he is. He's coming back.
Yeah, I thought y'all was off, and I was off. I'm sitting here like I gave a moment of silence. I
I
was
just figure
like,
you
man,
give.
you got stuck or
Yeah,
something. I said, well, let's give me a moment of silence to Bruce because I know that's what you wanted to do. I popped my head, moment of silence. I looked at
yeah,
where Tech at? Tech ain't there. Okay,
yeah,
let me go ahead and see what's happening. Then I see the red bar. Oh, damn.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I just figured you got teary eyed from my song for Bruce, and you couldn't take it anymore. You had to go out and cry.
hey, I talked about that too, man. I said that's the first time I didn't hear Aaron went ahead and cry. Let me tell you something. Maybe it's a good thing that you got stuck on that one note because I was like, ooh, ooh, hey, hey, RIP. I know the love is real, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So,
yeah,
you know, it was cool. It was cool, no doubt, no
yeah.
doubt. So,
Bruce was my goose, man, my buddy.
all right. Bruce
So
was good. I feel you. I feel
yeah.
you. It's a blessing. It's a blessing and an honor, most deaf. So yeah. So let's keep. You
Oh, I think you're doing it again, brother. Oh, he did it again. All right. So, in regards to that, while Velle figures out, is he back? Are you back?
Yeah, man. We playing hopscotch today. We just gonna keep it rolling.
All right.
Don't worry.
Right. So I went through my New Year's resolution, which is not a New Year's resolution in my eyes. It's a New Year's solution. Losing 50 pounds, doing gradual steps to getting there. Not an all at once, trying to push myself to it. I'm actually resolving and getting creating myself a better lifestyle. So, what's your New Year's resolution coming up, man?
You know, I don't really too much like do like a resolution because really it's all I call I think resolutions like attempts. We make
Right.
attempts, but
Exactly.
after that first 30, 40 days, that motivation seems to roll out. But it's just honestly, it's just about being more consistent because I always been trying to be more consistent, you know. And just do like that. You gotta watch out for LT Gray, man. LT Gray dominating over there. But
Mr.
just being
Milo.
more consistent, man. That's crazy. That's
Amen.
crazy.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
figure your New Year's resolutions would be trying to get the Browns to the Super Bowl.
see why I don't even know why you had to go there, man. Just because the Bills are on a winning streak,
I got
what I mean.
you got my guy right here. You got my guy
Yes,
right
yeah.
here.
Right, yeah, see, I don't see why you're trying to go right there. You see what I'm saying? But hey, that's okay though. But honestly, we shook off the dust. You know what I mean? We went to the
Yeah,
storage and we
yeah,
had to find that old helmet, because that
yeah,
old helmet gave us the right thing. So, it's been a while since we wore that helmet.
yeah,
So, that's what we like. So you got it, he got to work off that dust and he
yeah.
been working off the dust. So next year, you're gonna go in from day one, week one. Hey man, watch out now. Watch out now. Although
Well,
I'm very fortunate that I didn't have to go through. I had a couple bets on, with the Browns, and publicly it'd be the last time I do this. But I had some defeats on it. But I was able to get out of it with some bargaining on some pies. I do them pies. So, hey, all right, I got you on the pies. Let's do some pies. I'm not wearing none of that feeler stuff. You
Yeah,
already
for
know.
sure.
I'm not wearing none of that feeler stuff. Nah.
That it was a close year for both of those teams, man. Both of those teams were tough. You guys have a nice young quarterback though. That Jacoby, what's his last name?
Who? Oh, you talking about them guys over there? Oh, across over there. Yeah, they got Pickett.
No. You guys.
Oh, we got Watson.
No. He didn't play this year.
Yeah, but before that, we had that nice old guy, Jacoby. But I don't have a problem with Jacoby. Jacoby consistent, man.
Yeah, he was a solid quarterback all year.
Yes,
he just didn't get those practice reps like Deshaun got because they thought he was going to be the guy. If he goes through a nice practice off season with you guys, I think he's gonna make Bengals and the Ravens and the Steelers wish they had looked at that twice.
Okay, see, this is my problem. See, it's not going to be an I hate segment right now. But what I don't like is when, we changed the QB up. And when Jacoby was under the helm, Nick Chubbs was balling. Yep. Man, give him the rock. Yep. Give him the rock. Nick Chubbs was balling. And Deshaun get under the helm. Nick Chubbs ain't balling like that no more. It ain't like Nick Chubbs all of a sudden didn't want to ball no more. It's just they just wanted to, change the mustard. And you
you change the play up depending on your quarterback. And I never understood that formula. If you have a good formula, why change it?
Why?
When you're 1-1, make 2. Why try to add the 1 times 1 plus 0.05 times. Why change the formula? 1 + 1 = 2, man.
Hey, you know how they say, my nuts hang bigger than yours, or my nuts hang lower than yours. I'm smarter, my brain bigger. What the hell? It's just like Dak. Dak come back. They had Cooper. Cooper was we're gonna have a running game. Cool. Dak come back. Oh, we're gonna have the passing game. No, man.
Yeah.
Cool. You got formula that work. Don't overexert shit. No, I got this. No, you don't got this. It's like, damn, Ohio State, you're going to turn this into a I hate, but I'm bringing it up. Ohio State lost this damn game because you didn't want to change your secondary coverage, man. You know what I'm saying? No. My guy's got it. He just tripped. No, he's been getting tripped on all damn day because the motherfucker running right by you like, and his thumb is out. Ain't nobody want to pick me up. Ain't nobody. I'm gonna keep it moving, and he kept it moving on him, man. Kept it moving 3 damn times, and you're like, what the hell? Why don't you just make a simple adjustment instead of thinking that your ego gonna get it? Because your ego is not gonna be what them players can do. They can't keep up to what you think they can do, obviously, because the same motherfucker that burnt you. You know what I mean? Burnt them. No, I got it. No, you don't got it. You don't got it, man. See, you started. You started it.
All right. So beyond New Year's resolutions, so we got some old year accomplishments. Let's talk about that. That's like where have you been? Where since our last show, BMW, 2021? COVID, life got in the way. Trying to figure out some new tech, which we got. Thanks, DJ Stead. Old accomplishments. What have you accomplished so far since our 2021 last episode?
The first thing was a better credit score. So accomplished a better credit score, and everything was a lot better than there. But no, just moved. You know what I'm saying? Got to a bigger house. Not like a mansion, just a bigger house, before the market changed and inflation hit and all that. And, Big Brian, and, I finally got, Tootie. So, I done got my Tootie book going. So, it's about time on that one. So, Tootie the Tough Break, baby, children's book. So, really been doing that. And Definitely can shout out to B&W Show. You can get at me at velle16.cc at gmail.com. If you want to go ahead and see about the book, children's book interactive.
Hey,
Teaching,
well, while you're showing that, show us your favorite page and read us a segment from it, brother.
Oh, you really want to? Yeah,
get into it, man. Show us what you got.
I got one thing. I like to do my own little words and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I always tell people they got to get into the voices when they see them. You see, so one thing I like is the interaction with the Tootie's beginning, but then there's the one I like to see with Hank, and Hank is the big super carrier. So it's just gonna be off a certain page and insert, and as it goes as such. As Hank goes on, a big shadow comes near. The shadow comes closer and closer until it becomes clear. Why, Terry the Tanker, long time no see. I believe the last time I seen you was last year at block number 3. Hello there, Tootie, says Terry says to Tootie. It's been a while since I've been to Harbor City. I bring cargo from afar, from over the seas, different lands and different cultures, from places you might not believe. So, I like to say I got into these different voices and things. So the book is definitely one I like to always talk about that insert between Hank and Tootie, because, a tugboat helps boats that come from all over the land, right? So basically that's where I got it, because helping out, so as you do with your animals, but let's not stay on the throne, no, dog. Don't be bashful, because you done some things too since we've been out of here. So you can go ahead and put the spotlight on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, in general, I myself have bought my new house, so I'm now living in my own home. Yeah. We did that during the COVID market. So we actually got nice rates, and everything was down. It was kind of an in between buyers and sellers market. So we got a great deal. So I'm happy with that. But on top of that, I've been busy writing this. I just finished up another children's book that I'm putting together. I'm hoping to connect with a publicist to help me sell it. I mean, I like the self-printing or the self-publishing aspect of things, but I like traditional publishing more effectively. So I'm looking to go traditional publishing with it, but we'll see. If I can't get that traditional publishing, I'll look at the self aspect. But in the meantime, I've been writing on a TV series that I was shopping around. I was doing that during the B&W show. But fortunately, again, I had a passing that kind of stopped things in its track, but that didn't stop me writing another couple of movie scripts. Once I finish in this one that I really enjoy, I'll probably put it in a couple of contests to try to get some notoriety for it. So in the meantime, living a happy life with a happy wife, man. And he's really enjoying my segment. There he is.
You know what? If you shrink the space, the data doesn't have to expand as far.
Exactly.
So just stay in this shrunken space.
Exactly.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right.
Continues though.
Okay. So with that, we're going to hit into our main topic. So Steady, if you want to hit our title on that. We got a new title. So our topic for the day for this episode is a cat falling. B&W show, we are talking about Black Pride versus White Pride. And what that mean, So let's get into it. Velle, what is pride? What does pride mean to you? What is that? aspect of things for you?
You know, pride can mean thing is saying pride can have a difference as far as the same meaning as masculinity to men. But basically, your pride is what to say, if a man don't stand for something, he'll fall for anything. So, your grounds, your not say your ego, but your respect for yourself, your beliefs, your morality, your culture, where you come from, who you are, you know, um, so all of these factors can go into coming up pride. We're not talking about pride community. We talk about pride as, as you say, black pride or white pride or Korean pride, Asian pride, Latino pride. If we say about your pride as a race, then we have to look at more of the broader scope and say, okay, well, what is the black pride? Well, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm proud to be who I am, even though who I am, maybe others may not want to accept me or see me as that equal of who I am. So if I'm not heard, or you're ignoring me, you're disrespecting me, you're killing me, you're choking me. Are you trying to diminish my pride, diminish myself, my respect of self? So it comes to a situation, or it can come to a status or a conflict, or it can come to some obstacle or intervention, however you want to call it, some conversation of uh, my pride and hey, you disrespecting who I am. Or you could be disrespecting my race, or you could be disrespecting me personally, or you could be disrespecting my mama. And we always do. Don't talk about mamas, because everybody know when you talk about mama, it's a whole different type of pride. It's on Jump Street.
It's mainly.
It's Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? You talk about the mama. They don't warn you. It's just like bye bye. Oh, that mom. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I did the extra step. I actually looked up the definition of pride, because as we know, pride is actually one of the 7 deadly sins, right?
Yes.
I think it's a miscommunicated of the 7 deadly sins. So so the definitions that I get out of Webster's dictionary, right? So there's 2 definitions that kind of stuck out to me. A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities of possessions that are widely admired.
Right.
And number 2 is consciousness of one's own dignity.
Yeah.
So, like you had a moment there where you said if somebody's ignoring you, they're disrespecting you. I think that's actually a lack of moment of pride, right? So I don't care if people are ignoring me or acknowledging me. My pride is me. You can't disrespect me because I have my own pride. I'm going to stand up for who I am, and what I am and what I've accomplished. So as far as I'm concerned, you can't disrespect me, because I have too much pride in self to allow for that.
Let me ask you, because I understand what you're saying. You say you can't disrespect me yourself, and I understand nobody's going to take away who you are, right? But we know, we call it simple. There's a lot of simple individuals. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of simple individuals that feel touched on a very sensitive thing. You didn't fucking scuffed up my damn shoes, and I just got these. Bumped me, or I just got brand new coat, ripped it, spilled coffee, whatever, man. So what about if someone was saying, attacking your race? How do you view that? If somebody's coming at you, attacking your race, like it's the bully coming at you, like fuck you, you honky. You see what I'm saying? So are you taking out a sense when someone wants to come at you like that and get in your face? And
for that, they're not necessarily disrespecting my race. They may be using that as a trigger, right? So all they're doing is a trigger to try to goat me into reacting, right? And so my action in that case is simply to prepare myself, right?
Right.
So this guy, he's not a guy, a gal, or whomever. They're not just going with me just to get with me. They have some other nefarious thought in their mind of what's going to happen, right? So I myself, I give two shits to what somebody says about my race because obviously they don't know any different. They're not. They may be attacking my race, but they're using it as a means to get me to react, right? And then so I don't react because when you react, you lose, right? You react, you lose. You've already given into the situation, right? All I do is I carry something like this, right? Something little. So should the offender decide to take it to the next level, and I don't pull it out and do that, right?
I
Right,
got you.
because then I again I feed into the situation.
Right.
However, I do pull it from my pocket, and I keep it held, and because if he has nefarious intuitions on actually taking it to a physical level, then I'm going to be more prepared than he is because he thinks he's going to go in it with fists. I'm going to be one step ahead in the conversation, right? Because I don't know any more of his actions or reaction or what his thoughts are on the situation. All I know is I'm going to end it. Right? As soon as he starts it, I'm going to end it. But as far as vocalizations, he can talk all the shit he wants. I have the lucky aspect of living with a woman who takes things from 0 to 600 every day.
We share that.
Yeah. So my patience is already tested in that aspect.
Yeah.
I just take that on. It's practice. It's daily practice. So there's nothing that somebody's going to say that's going to be more out of control than what she can do, right? And as well, if she's in that situation, my action is more to like get her out of that situation, right? Because the last thing you need to do is be in a situation where you got to defend yourself and defend somebody else. Because then, anyway, but words don't offend me. Words don't hurt. They're obviously, be a moron. If I'm able to play up some wordplay and strike back, I might do so. But my pride is not. I give two shits to what Joe Blow on the street is trying to say about me. Like if you want to have a gentleman's conversation and we can talk about our differences or indifferences, I'd be more than happy to do that. But somebody who's just coming up to you and saying, "Hey, honky," blah, 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 they're after a reaction. And when you play into it, you've lost. You've already lost.
Right. It definitely is. There's so many triggers within that because if we look at that broad scheme from the individuality and say, okay, well, how do we look at our pride as basically the country? Let's take the country. So, like when 9/11 happened, everybody dropped that individuality shit to the side. It was like, yo, we ride with you, you ride with us, America, motherfucker. This damn hey, we going after these motherfuckers. You done fucked up the towers. I ain't never been over to New York, and I'm like, yo, that's for fucked up shit. That's how it is.
Right.
Like Tiger Woods getting in golf. Hey, yo, Tiger doing golf, and this motherfucker winning. Yo, I'm gonna go out I'm gonna give me some clubs too. I'm gonna try to do that thing. I suck. But I never thought I was going to be Tiger Woods. But it was the fact of, what kind of motivation. But see, that too gave you pride to think that you was an athlete in that avenue. And I'm a good athlete in football, but not that avenue. I suck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So But
that's
you
the
know,
pleasure and satisfaction of accomplishment and achievement. You know,
right,
it's not your achievement, but it's an achievement of your um similarities, right? And I don't want to say skin color because there's a lot of people who didn't view even of you know black, white, or whatever that didn't view
right,
Tiger Woods. There's a lot of people who are studies of golf, like when I like to watch golf at the and at that time I was a big Phil Mickelson fan, so I
right,
hated Tiger Woods, not because it was Tiger
right.
Woods, but because Phil Mickelson was my guy. So I
Yeah,
follow, it's you know
yeah.
uh, Buffalo
It's like
Bills and
Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Like Michael's my
yeah,
guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, ain't
yeah.
nobody. You can't mess with my guy. Oh, he's good. He's just not as good as my guy. I feel
Well,
you.
between that contest, I'm gonna take Bill Russell.
Oh, hey, ain't nothing wrong with the Sixers. Six
Right?
rings, baby. I mean, the
That's
ring
right.
on every finger. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
That's Bill right there. What do you got? 10? Yeah, 10.
Oh, he got 11. Well,
No,
no,
11.
yeah, he got 11.
11?
He got 11.
Yeah, okay. Okay. See,
Yeah,
so yeah.
you know,
Ain't nothing wrong with that because it's a lot of times you'll never hear him in the great talk neither. Or you don't
exactly.
know his career, we'll say Lou Alcindor.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I don't know. I don't know where the conversation of Jordan versus LeBron came from. I have no idea. But
media.
LeBron's not even nowhere near that top accolade to be even talked about amongst you know the guy.
Media. But see,
Yeah,
there's the thing right there. Pride is one thing that you're gonna go into a black barbershop in your community, and that's all you're gonna feel. Because let's take this to a micro level or micro, whatever fucking way you want to call it. Let's take
micro's
it back
big,
to
micro's big, or macro's big, micro's small.
okay, we're gonna go from the macro to the micro, you
All
know.
right.
So let's go into community, black on black pride. You know, you white on white, Asian, because even still with Latinos, you know what I'm saying, even within your community, you still got shit within your community, you know. So like you go into a black barbershop, and what's the hot topic of us right now into the end of 22 into the 23, you know, is Kyrie and Kanye. So
Okay.
even within that community, with our community, you got sides. You see what I'm saying? And you got strong sides. You got strong point of views. You know, you got, and then on the other side, when it comes to Kyrie, you got some strong point of views. You got activism. You see what I'm saying? You have an impact of activism there. You have an impact of historians that want to come out, you know, and stand on this side and stand on this side. But then at the same time, were they lying? You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Was it just a spur or was it to bring attention? You know, is the mythology something that you do? Maybe I wouldn't do it like that, but shit. I mean, when it comes to the light, when you talk about who is the people running the shit, like who is the people running the music, and we already hear about fucked up shit in the movie industry. You see what I'm saying? So when people start hearing this and then you say, okay, well, this is what Kanye was saying about this and they run fashion and all this, you're like, well, damn, is it true then what they start doing?
The only thing is
You know,
though, in regards to that conversation, who would they be happy with to be in charge of that? Probably nobody, right? Except for themselves.
you know,
So there's no right answers to
nah,
who
nah,
should be in charge, right? There's no right
nah,
answer. So just
nah,
to go, they're the
nah,
ones in charge. It doesn't matter who's in charge,
nah. It,
because
it,
you're not they're not upset with those people. They're upset with the people in charge.
right,
It's like your boss. I actually had the luxury of working for a company where all my bosses are awesome. I have great bosses from the top down, and even the CEO. CEO works in our office. I see him on a daily basis. He's a great cat. He's a good guy. There's no, I've only people I probably don't know is our like our board members and our shareholders, but our CEO, COO, CFO, all the VPs. I know all those guys. They're all great. I'm one of the rare companies where I know who I'm working for, and they're all great guys. What they got going on behind closed doors, I don't know, but I know who's running the show, right? And then
right.
there's a lot of people like, what's your favorite company, right? What's your favorite company? Give me a company.
Velle Boy Productions.
Okay. I heard those guys at the top are assholes, man. I think they should be
You
running
know,
things a little bit better, you
so,
know?
hey, sometimes they are, hey, but it don't sunshine every damn day. Rain come
Right.
due sometime. But nah, but I feel you. But
But
I myself, after being in corporate and being done by corporate, I don't honestly, I don't believe in this is my end goal is right here. I don't care to know everybody up on those levels because there's
sure.
an end date coming, and that end date is coming because I'm setting because I don't plan to be here. I don't believe, I don't trust them. I don't trust. We're just a number. You know what I'm saying? And I don't
Right.
trust.
But see, that's
So
the thing. So it's to go against Kanye and Kyrie, it's not necessarily the people, it's the person.
true, it's a person, but the influence of what a person may have does
But it
have
has,
some weight.
but it has nothing to do with the
Because
people that they are because there's Jewish people who are on top and there's Jewish people on the bottom. Are the Jewish people on the bottom just as big as asshole the Jewish people on top?
right, it's just a conversation of reflection. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? As
right,
much I have myself, I don't take no stance neither. Hey, I'm not trying to change the wheel. Only thing I can say is I just want to be part of it.
right.
Ain't
I'm
got
just trying
really
to make
trying
my
to
own.
do.
Exactly.
I'm
I'm
just
just making
trying to
my
be
own.
got my own piece of the pie
Yeah,
because all this shit's already been done and done that. There's some things that we accept within the system, within the community that we gonna see that don't surprise us because we been there and done that. It's been
right,
done to us. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yes,
yeah.
it's fucked up, but it's just like okay, so the communication is how does the change come? Because
But
this is what's going. So is this a different tactic? I don't know. Is
right.
this working? I don't
But
know.
but but corporations, not so much corporation capitalism is the backbone of any industry, and with that comes corporation, right? Um, because otherwise everything would be run on a socialist level, which people are like, oh, the socialist. But imagine being in a world where socialism, the government runs your entertainment, tells you what kind of music you listen to, what
Does
kind
your
of book
healthcare?
you read, right? So
Right.
that's an aspect that should scare people about socialism is when they step into in places that government doesn't belong, right? There's
Right.
programs that socialism is good for. Unemployment's great. In some aspects, disability, Social Security, it could be better things for Social Security. But there's some things where socialism works. But there's areas where socialism doesn't need to get involved. And I'm only bringing up this topic because, um, to say that corporation is a product of capitalism, and capitalism is needed because we want to continue making not just the money that we're currently making. We want a piece of that pie because um, money right now is a concept, right? Money is just it's a concept. It doesn't physically mean anything other than where you're at. Like for example, take a $20 bill and go to the moon and try to buy something, right? There's no
Right.
conceptual of money on the moon. Or you take it
Right.
to whatever planet that we're eventually going to find that has life on it and try to spend your money there. There's no concept to that money there. There's probably another spending system there or whatever, barter system. Take it back to ancient America when it was just Native Americans, Inuits, all the really native people, and take that $20 bill, even a $20 bill from that time from Europe, and try to spend it. There's no concept of that. So to say that corporism and capitalism is bad is wrong, and to blame it on a group of people is incorrect because it is a person. It is a person who is making personal decisions that is running things in a way that what you may or may not disagree with.
Every house has its own rules, which is
Right.
the beauty of it, right? That's what
Exactly.
okay, this company's better than that company. This person's better than that person. But when you get to a certain level, you become your individual company, corporation, I don't care, however you want to look at it. Okay, so you can say, for instance, LeBron James's house is run by a different set of rules, maybe than Kyrie Irving's house.
As it should be.
Okay.
It's going to be ran by
no, it don't have to be. It could be the same if they wanted to have it. Again, there's a lot of companies that run under the same mythology, and then there's some that just say, I ain't doing that. We doing like Adidas ain't doing what Nike do, but yet they're still going to sell shoes in the same avenue. But their house is going to be ran different. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, because the individuality of capitalism is hopefully what keeps it balanced. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to take away that. It's when we had that voice trying to tell us what we should be watching, what we should be listening, or trying to tell us you should be living like this or you should be doing like this. You know, so in a sense, if it's freedom of speech, okay, one is speaking, okay, it's like a radio station. I don't have to listen to it if I don't like it. That's just how I see it. It's not that big a deal like that. So you're never going to see me getting heated about somebody. I'm not taking a stance about what somebody said, because you know what? If I ain't that well versed in it, it really wasn't that important to me, ain't it? Because you know what? I'm not listening to that. I don't believe like that anyway. And my disbeliefs or belief is not something I need to be blasting on the microphone and all of a sudden run to social media and say, well, this motherfucker did this. And what's what? We got a whole bunch of bullies that like to be behind these instruments. You know what I'm saying? So, in a sense, it's like, how far do you want to take it? Because again, we're so PC, you can't, everybody got to be happy, but everybody don't get a job. Everybody that runs for president don't become president. There's only one quarterback, one starting quarterback. There's not two. There's one starting quarterback, one backup. So what kind of consider we trying to teach? Now we, go here. You're born either you sit or stand, but then you grow up getting to choose. What kind of fucked up shit is this, man? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get it. So, some shit we gonna speak on, some shit we not gonna speak on. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I still believe that's somebody's choice on it.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I am pro allowing restaurants and businesses to put up those signs that say like whites only or straights only, or we don't service gays, we don't service, right? Because that allows those who are free thinkers to go, I don't want to shop there. I don't want to, I'm not going to put my business there. And then pretty soon you'll see some of those businesses actually dwindle down and run out, this is where pride comes into play, right? So I never understood why the gay couple who finds out that the bakery that they love won't bake them a cake for their wedding because they're anti-gay. And then they go, well, now we got to force them to make our cake. Why would do that? When you take your money elsewhere to somebody who supports you. And I get it. It may be harder to find that next spot, but at the same time, why do you want to give these people who are truly anti whatever your pride is your money? So recently, I love Carl's Jr. I think Carl's Jr. is one of the better fast food joints in America. Right. But I have a lot of gay friends, including one of my bosses at work, and he's like, I don't like that place because they're anti-gay. It's like, I didn't know that. He's like, yeah, I don't go there because they're really anti-gay. I was like,
for real?
They should have a sign. So
right.
I'm like, that's BS. I'm like, I'm never going there again. So I'm never going to Carl's Jr. again, because I found out that information, and that's bullshit. Especially when you're trying to hide it. If you hide it, you're even more nefarious, because like how much you standing up on your on your on what you believe in, So
man, I love they chicken tenders though, dog.
I know.
When they come out hot and they fried zucchini pieces be on smack.
The double Western bacon cheeseburger.
Man, I am starting to get hungry.
Yes, but
yeah, that's
but I support my people in their decisions, and allow Carl's Jr. to support their own decisions by me not supporting them.
Right.
So I now go someplace else.
So what? So what is your second? I mean, if Carl Jr. was on point, but they ain't on point now. Who you doing? Dubs?
Yeah.
You going to Wendy's? You going to Golden Arches? I don't go to Golden Arches because they cook with pork. You know what I mean? They grease the pork. I don't do that. So and I don't like how a lot of fast food restaurants they don't do turkey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to do. I get sausage. I get all that. There's no problem with that. But let's get out of the normal option of just chicken. I mean, hell, we do yoga now.
Right. Yeah.
Can we get something else? You know what I'm saying? So, it's just the option. So so what would you going to now?
I don't really have a regular anymore. Like we do the Taco Bell when we get a craving and J and the B sometimes, but I don't really have a norm anymore.
Right.
Mostly for that reason, because the foods I really love, the wife hates. I like Indian food, and she ain't having none of that.
That's another thing too, though. When you say no, this the spot, or how people like to talking like pizza, deep dish. Oh no, Chicago. Oh no, New York. Nah, Philly got it. Philly. Nah, you ever had that Detroit shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then you got that's some real prideful shit right there.
Exactly.
And this is the biggest thing that of an example of when pride clashes in the negative direction is at a football, hockey game, either one of those.
But that's okay. That's where. So I want to get to this whole pride versus supremacy thing, right? So right now, big word on a lot of politicians' tongue is white supremacy. So I want to put it out there to the B&W universe that white supremacy is not white pride; it's white ignorance. Right, this ignorance in general. Take away the white supremacy is ignorance. Right. We're all equals. I don't care. I don't care if you were born in the ghettos of New Orleans or in the upper echelon of Albany, New York. I don't give a crap. To me, we're all the same people. The only thing that makes the difference is your choice of character. Like if your character is down in the mud, I just walk past mud. I only use mud for gardening. If your personality is up in the sky, sniffing the air up there, as far as I'm concerned, that's where smog and farts go. You can sniff that all day long. I'm on the level. I'm on the level with everybody. I treat everybody with the same respect that I expect to be received. And if I don't get that respect, as far as I'm good. I'm cool. Right? Yeah. Smog and fire. That's where that all goes, man. Hot air rises, man. That's all I know. Hot air rises.
Man, but farts is only like good 30, 45 seconds, dog. That's the hot zone.
It's only because it's rising. It goes up there.
It ain't like a whole bunch, like a herd of cows' asses, and like columbus methane.
See, for you and me, it's 30 seconds. Shaquille O'Neal, it's a minute and a half.
Right. Yeah, you want to talk about combustion, explosion, and consistency too. The consistency
and plus it get all the way past the nose.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
How long ways to go?
I got you.
So I'm going to say, but in saying that, supremacy only matters in two areas, right? Sports, as we're talking about, and country, right? If country and sports, especially if you're one of those World Cup fans, it's even better, right? Because you're combining world or country and sports. But you should be going into your Buffalo Bill Stadium and toting Buffalo Bill gear and rooting it all you can. And say Patriots suck, Dolphins suck, Jets suck. That's where it belongs. It may be beer and whiskey, but outside of that, everything else is pride. Just be pride in who you are and what you are, where you accomplish. The people that you belong to. And number one, that should be American. If you're from America, if you're from wherever you are in the world, if you're watching this, you should be proudful of your country. And if you're not, you should take it to a level to where you can be proud of your country. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. I mean, you gotta have a root of confidence first. I do believe.
Sure.
You gotta have some type of ground within yourself to start. Because if you don't have a foundation, then what you standing on? What's your solid ground? What's your platform?
Right.
So it's just yeah. But you said supremacy, and I was just thinking like when you do say about supremacy is like legacy in a sense. You see,
No, not necessarily. It's not necessarily about legacy.
Okay, so when Tom Brady is at his peak,
right?
Or let's just say right now, there's no other QB that has Tom Brady got what 7 rings?
6.
6 or 7?
I think
6. Okay, 6. Okay, 6 or 7. So how many Montana got? About the same?
No, Montana's got 3.
You think about,
it's got 3.
Okay, so you think about his legacy, Tom Brady's status on the game. He was not supreme at what he was doing at his position. So the legacy that he leaves, we'll take Mr. Russell. Domination, baby, 11 rings. That is a legend. He's not supreme at what he was doing. The United States, when it comes to us and our war record, are we not supreme? So are we not legendary? Everybody wants to tackle the top dog on the mountain.
Yeah, but legendary and supremacy are still two different things,
okay,
right?
Let's just say perspective, because not one perspective is correct. So we'll say, okay, I can see from one perspective. We'll say that. I will say that.
Because you ask a lot of people like, who is the greatest king of England, and they'll probably say King Arthur, right? But King Arthur's purely legend. There's no actual evidence of an existence of King Arthur. He's purely legend. So we can't say he's the most supreme king of England because he doesn't really exist.
Are we talking? But see now then you would say, okay, in the reality's perspective, or just
in either way, because I know now you're saying legacy. So okay, so if somebody has a legacy that makes them the greatest,
not the greatest, could be one of the greatest.
Okay. So
because not one person can achieve, like another man can't achieve what one man has already done. You can't achieve it. You can also surpass it. That's how records are broken. So no, you know what I'm saying? Somebody may just set the bar, but somebody passes your bar. That doesn't say that person that set the bar, he's no longer a legend. He's just one of the greatest. He's one of, like Shaq. Shaq was supreme when he played, dog. Who was beating his ass? After Akeem Olajuwon in the playoffs basically dusted Shaq with all the juke moves in the post, and he was done. Shaq, nobody else was beating Shaq after that. Shaq was matured. He was supreme in his game. Now he's done. He's still a legend. It's always the compliments in what he's done. There's been a lot of great players, but we don't look at great players as supreme. We don't look at great players as legends, legacy. We look at Tiger Woods, Jack Nicholson, the Golden Bear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who is getting down? And then you say, okay, well, when the Golden Bear was at his supreme, who was his rival? It was come on.
Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. Got a damn team. You see this shit in the damn store. Oh, let me get. Oh, that's that 50-50. What's that? That's an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
Oh, is that got alcohol in it? Nah, not.
No. If you add vodka to that, if you add vodka to that, it becomes a John Daly.
Oh. Well, right there, John Daly. Is John Daly like a legend? No, but you know what he's known for.
Kinda, yeah.
You see this thing?
For other reasons outside of golf. But,
Right.
I mean, he was a great golfer. You know,
right.
he had a long ball for sure.
Right. But just as supreme as Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus was playing back in their day, and they just winning tournament after tournament. Then you had, was it Nick Fouts? Is that his name too? Because he was a good guy too. He was damn good. Last name I think Fouts, another golfer. But you know, they're legends, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sure, but you know, but those are like icons. Those are phenoms. Those are like supremacy is just
common.
No,
they're
of course not. I mean, I hate to tell you this. You get into the NBA, you get into the NFL, you get into you get into that pro level. I don't care who you are, you're not common. Even if you're Ryan Leaf, you're not common. You know, you got into the freaking NFL. You know, Johnny Manziel, you're not common. You know, it's just a thing. You know,
but you're not great. You're good.
Of course,
you're good. But on an NFL standard, you're not good. But you're better than all of us common Joes.
But that's different levels. So even saying, so Tom Brady is the most supreme quarterback that we know.
Right now. Yeah.
That we know. You know, what about that guy that never made it to the NFL? You know?
Right. They're no name, but he known around the hood. Like there's always basketball legends in New York. At Rucker Park, for instance, that's a legendary park, right?
Yeah.
The greatest of the greatest go there. Right. How did it become?
But again, it's still and it's still going to be conceptual to where you are. Go to Canada and ask them who the greatest quarterback is. They'll probably say like Doug Flutie
or Warren Moon.
Or Warren Moon, exactly. Tom Brady's not even in their category. I mean, I'm sure they heard of Tom Brady. Right, exactly.
Right. But they are probably in their history. They are two legends.
Right.
You know.
Of course.
It's crazy. But it still comes down to that perspective. It's just like now, I don't believe the Hall of Fame. Look, I don't believe the Hall of Fame's standards of people getting in are the same as what it used to be to me as watching it as coming in. It's like, yo, that qualifies as a Hall of Fame?
Sure. So yeah, because sometimes Hall of Fame is more about just as much about notoriety as it is about the numbers, you know.
And the problem is that it became too commercial, man. It's too saturated with money now, and it's like, yo, you pretty soon the Hall of Fame ain't gonna be televised like that. They're just gonna have the ceremony like the Heisman. They're gonna show the ceremony, boom, and then it's gonna be 1-2 hour presentation. That's it, and then it's gonna show the game on Thursday night, or to be the game on Thursday night, and then the presentation on Saturday, and that'll be.
But I'm okay with that because Hall of Fame is a nonprofit. They're run primarily on contributions, and the televisation of the Hall of Fame ceremony and the Hall of Fame game gives the Hall of Fame that extra bit of ability to.
Oh hell yeah!
You know? So I'm okay with that. You know, and that was smart on their part to make those moves. I'm good with that. And sometimes that does mean lowering standards to get people like Bo Jackson, Hall of Fame. You know, no harm except for you look at his numbers. He didn't really have Hall of Fame numbers because he didn't last long enough due to injury. Had he last longer, he probably would have, but he didn't really have Hall of Fame names. But he is Bo Jackson, so you know he's going to draw a crowd. So
is he Hall of Fame because he was a 2-star athlete, professional athlete, which there's not many of, was he a Hall of Famer because of, you think, just his football numbers itself?
Partially because I think it was due to being a two-sport athlete.
Well, I believe if your numbers are that exceptional, even in a small time frame, like Terrell Davis, you know what I'm saying? If his knee did the regenerative knee thing, if that didn't happen, dog, he'd be balling for at least another 5-6 years, and who knows what kind of career he would have had with it. You see what I'm saying? So I think that if you're that exceptional in that small of a time frame, in a sense, you are a Hall of Famer. Sterling Sharp, receiver, neck injury, but damn, who was holding him? You play the game tape, and you're like, yo, that man was a beast. He was something else.
Right.
He was just something else. He was just a talent, like he was just something else. You're not stopping that type of talent, man. It's just like, yo, I give up. I give up.
I'm going to pause the conversation for those out there. I know we've been talking about black pride versus white pride, and a lot of our analogies are going to sports. That's just because who we are. That's how we talk about stuff. Yeah. We're guys. We talk sports stuff, and it helps us bring things into perspective.
Right.
And that's where a lot of concepts come from. Like if we talk about black pride versus white pride, like if you are, again, I'm going to put this in harsh terms. If you're a white supremacist and you enjoy sports, you're a hypocrite, right? Because a lot of sports has a lot of diversity. Right, it has a lot of diversity, and it's not diversity because the Emancipation Proclamation, where you're forced to hire black guys just to be on the team. You're doing it because they belong there. They're of supreme talent, of a very high ability that you need in order to get their teams to win. So if you if you're one of those guys who enjoy sports and I don't understand why supremacy would even be a factor in your life. You gonna come up there, little boy? You gonna come up on TV?
You know what? When you think about that right quick, I know we gotta move on right quick for time's sake, but when you think about it, sports is two things. It's one of diversity and also segregation. Because we play it, but at the same time, offense don't kick it with defense. No, we don't. Well, but quarterbacks don't necessarily kick it with, everybody else, but we just do it.
Got you, Tech.
Yeah, Tech. I got you, Tech. My fault for sure. Yeah, so it's like, these things, but we overcome them. And within sports is the most beautiful example of differences being overcome because of the thing that we have to endure together. Like it's our like soldiers in the military, we come together, hey, we all going to war in some type of way of our way. You know what I'm saying?
And to go on your analogy of that separation within sports, the offense versus in defense, they do segregate
the DBs,
right? Because it builds that brothership amongst themselves, right? Yeah. But it doesn't separate themselves from the team as a whole, right? No. So you can have your internal community, right? Your community pride, right? Your Scottish pride, your black pride, your white pride, your native pride, your Mexican pride, but that shouldn't take away your pride of being American, right? Being Arizona,
being part of
that should be added to because it's that pride of your people that makes this country, America, so great. Because I myself, as a prideful guy, I'm a proud American. I'm a proud white, proud, I believe Scott, proud Welsh, and very proud of my heritage. But I really, truly enjoy and appreciate the cultures around me, right? Mm-hmm. I follow on Facebook. I follow a Black consciousness page, which I enjoy seeing histories that are brought about from the contributors to the page. I follow Native American and Beautiful page, which they do the same thing. They show pride in who they are and who in their arts and their culture, and that just allows me to appreciate those cultures even more.
Yeah, because I do believe one thing that has to do with who we are is the awareness of understanding or wanting to understand or study other cultures, other lands. As one thing is being a military brat, me going to overseas and seeing Italy, seeing Holland, Germany, France, born in England, then come back here, so you get to see a difference and all those differences. Like, I'm proud of who I am, damn sure, you know what I'm saying? And then when I was overseas, I was definitely proud to be American. I definitely appreciated my home country, for sure. Even with the good and the bad, shit is fucked up. But it's one thing I like to say: we're used to our own shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? You go in the bathroom, you like, oh man, yo, it's bad. Somebody else coming up like, God, what the hell? You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? You feel like, that's your shit in your country. I ain't used to that. Brittany Grimer sitting over there and Russia's shit. She like, oh no, I don't. What the fuck? I can't. This ain't my shit. This ain't what I'm accustomed to. Even when I see
Yeah.
on TV, it ain't
Yeah.
this.
Let me ask you this: you think her next game at WNBA, she's going to be kneeling for the national anthem, or she's going to be standing proud?
She was standing tall, like,
Well,
I
yeah,
proud to be
I'm for that shit,
American.
man. I'm for that shit,
For
man.
real, man. She gonna be happy as shit. She like, well, that's fucked up that person didn't come and they chose me. But God, dog, I'm happy you chose me.
Right.
I mean, that's just, but that's you being human, which
Right.
don't surprise me because what the first thing we're thinking about when we gotta save ourselves is ourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Right.
mean, when it's Friday, I done seen the motherfucker say, hey, I'll be right back. And they did not come back. They left. And I was like, that's some fucked up shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a motherfucker feel safe. No, they feel unsafe. All right. Unsafe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's crazy shit, man. But yeah, that's the pride has a lot of avenues, a lot of variables, a lot of things that go into it, which we definitely can see that we brought to light. See how proud you is to be rubbing that cat there. I see.
That's right. This is Sammy with a Z.
Zammy.
No. Sammy with a Z.
Sammy with a Z.
Yeah, his name is Sammy, not Zammy, not Sammy with a Z. And he specifically named that so I can have this conversation every time I tell everybody what his name is.
What kind of shit you on?
That's his name, Sammy with a Z.
This is ZAM.
No. Sammy, WITHAZ. Sammy with a Z. That's his name.
Oh.
And again, his name is that specifically to have these conversations.
Sammy with a Z. But the Z and Sammy don't sound the same.
There's no Z in Sammy. There's no Z in Sammy.
So why are we saying Sammy and not Zammy? The Z's not
Zam.
silent, Aaron.
There's
Is
no
this
Z.
like the new word ineptitism? Is this what it's coming off of? Okay.
No, there's no Z. There's no Z in Sammy. It's Sammy. SAMMY
What is
with a WITHAZ. Sammy with a Z. It's his name.
Okay. Got it. You always on some damn minds moves. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially one thing we can talk about right quick, right now. And I have everybody. I had an I hate segment. Hey, yo, Velle, what's the I hate segment? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real nice and easy, and just tell you that I hate seeing men wear pajamas in public. I'm just honest. I don't
know. I go out my well. I don't want to say my pajamas because my pajamas.
Pajamas.
I don't wear pajamas. I have my nightwear. I have my nightwear. Which is a baggy shirt and some jersey shorts. But
man asleep with pajamas. Okay, little boys. We're not talking about little boys. We talking about grown ass men. And grown ass men may have some pajamas and throw them shits around the house. Yo, I got some Cleveland Brown pajamas. Yo, my daughter got me from Christmas. Shit is banging. I have them with some drink. I'm sitting back, fireplace banging. I'm around the house. I'm chilling. But I'm not going to the store and them shits. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
Nah, man. And I just be perplexed. Like, why grown ass man got? So then I mean, his son gonna wear pajamas to the store because his daddy wear pajamas to the store, and it's already the fact that they do that when they see their mama wear pajamas to the store or his wife wear pajamas to the store, and he said, "Oh, I'll come with you, babe." And then they all in pajamas like one happy family in pajamas in the store.
That's what it's all about there, though, brother. That's what it's all about. It's all about. It's all about
being one happy family in pajamas in the store, huh?
That's right.
I get you. Look, you know, I've been saying perspective, okay?
What's perspective?
I still haven't found the right perspective. Sorry, I can't. You know what? Can't apologize for that. Fuck it. Fuck it. I just don't like to see men wearing pajamas in the store. That's what you do. That's what you do, dog. But
no, I say it's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. Be different.
Yep. Yep. See you thing, dog. I just won't be there with you, man. Nope.
All right. Well, then here's my I hate segment. So still, I hate mustard and I hate pickles. All right.
Still, huh?
That's it. That's my I hate.
Here we say. You know what? That's about as smart as the ineptism of society segment, which you tend to like to do and fuck with people. So since we're going there, since you wanted to bring it up, you know,
yes,
this is a new segment. Y'all. This like the new. You know, everybody got a new. Oh, what's new? What's new and improved? You know, besides the tax, you know, we got things going on. The world is new. COVID, you know. A virus or quote unquote something that they put inside of your body and say it's gonna go away, but it doesn't go away because I keep getting sick still. I don't know. So this was called ineptism of society, which basically means the tardish motherfuckers of the day.
Right.
Dumb statement. You said something, you done something, the stupid criminals, you know, it's a whole bunch of all that fit into that category. And this is what this is. You want to have the honors, my man?
Well, I was just gonna say this is a segment of things that are so stupid that we had to change the word inept to fully engulf the stupidity to create a word that doesn't exist in a stupid way called ineptism.
Yes. So, you know, as I was pondering upon this, I had to think back and say, self, what are we going to look at? What category? Politicians, what kind of dumb shit they say, you know, actions people do in public, you know, funny, hurtful. But then I came across this story of my man, and we're just going to call my man Gerald Streeter. Look, we all need love, man. You know, I always say, you know, a lonely, it ain't good to be old and lonely. You know, I just believe that we all need love as somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know, so when I came across the story, I was just thinking how this man was real lonely, or how this man was really on some good ass drugs or narcotics or some type of hallucinogens, you know. But then once I looked at who the individual was, all of those questions that I had became answered. So Gerald Streeter pleads guilty to having sex with a couch. A couch. Okay. So a Wisconsin man, he was caught having sex with this couch, 47 years old. Okay. So pornography of this kind in Wisconsin, I guess, costing him $243. And you know, that's in Arizona, that's like a cheaper than a speeding ticket in some cases, you know. So, you know, when you get caught banging a couch, it's something else. But, you know, once I got to looking at him, I had to say, oh my damn God. So I don't normally do this, but I don't. If we can't see, I'm gonna try to see. But you see who Gerald Streeter is, and you're like, oh, that motherfucker was banging the couch
Angle back just a little bit. There you go. There you go.
like
That's
that.
him. That's
Yeah,
better.
that's him.
You got him.
Now, all
Right.
your answers, your questions in your mind have been answered. Now,
Yeah.
what this man look like? Who the fuck will be banging? He had to been high. Man, he a lonely man. You know, he must have a hard life. All of those questions
Well,
were answered when you saw that individual's picture.
I got a question. So was the couch saying no? Like, was the couch resisting? Like what caused the fact of him being one caught being the sofa king, and then two caused a criminal complaint of him being the sofa king?
Well, when the couch was questioned by the police, it says here that the couch was stunned and couldn't move once he was attacked. So once he was attacked,
holding the couch down. He was
he
holding it down.
was holding the couch down, and the couch like I couldn't move, I couldn't get away, and I was paralyzed. And as a victim, which we all understand, that's as a victim, that's completely natural, in those type of situations. So yeah. Unfortunately for the couch, I hope it get better. But Gerald, man,
was he taking a knife and holding it up to his tags? I'm gonna cut your tags off. I'm gonna cut your tags off. You better,
well, because the couch was so receiving, there was no weapons involved. Right. So, which is another perplexing thing to the individual of Gerald Streeter.
But the weird thing is, though, I just heard that the wife signed up, or the couch signed up to get conjugal visits while he was in prison.
What they say? What's the syndrome? Victim syndrome.
That's right, victim syndrome.
The couch was feeling Gerald.
That's right. Yeah. And she's sitting there saying, "Who's my sofa king? Who's my sofa king?"
The couch was feeling them good, man. It was a nice bonding, a cozy experience. Apparently, they was getting acquainted there. So
I heard they got together. They're gonna, when he gets out of prison, they have this plan. They're gonna get together. They're gonna go to a little hideaway, make a little day stay. Maybe get
away,
get a place with the little Murphy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Fade away. That's funny, man. Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, that's just some of the dumb shit that happens out there, man. So, it's just something new. We just like to have little tidbits of the dumb shit in society. Yeah. I wanted to call that Tardation of the Day, but I guess it sounded better with the other one. So we're gonna come with the nepotism of society, and we know that nepotism is not a word, but that's why we like it.
That's right. Because that's how inepticism it is that we had to actually use the word inepticism.
Right. And the meaning is whatever it sounds like. That's what it means. Yep. That's what it means. That's proper English.
That's right. Damn right. This is for the next 10 minutes, this is my nepotism of society. My subject is American voters still believe in either A, the two-party system, or believe that only the two-party system is the only thing that exists. And I want to urge and push people to look beyond the two-party system. There's some other great parties out there that need proper recognition. Number one being the libertarians. A lot of people out there say, I'm a Republican only because it fits me better. I don't believe in everything Republicans believe in, but there's definitely a lot of things I don't believe in. Democrats, or vice versa. I'm a Democrat because there's a lot of things Republican I don't believe in. Blah blah blah. So, just to put in perspective, the Libertarian Party. That's what I'm not pushing the Libertarian Party. I'm just telling you this is another option, right? I am a registered Libertarian, but there's also Green Party. There's Silver Fox. There's a couple other parties out there. I think just push it on you to go look beyond the two parties because how divided they are. It's like saying, well, I'm not I'm not a Dodger fan. I'm not a Yankees fan. And these are the only two teams that exist. You're a Dodgers fan or you're a Yankees fan. But there's all these teams in between that you could be a fan of. But you only look to see I'm a Dodger fan, I'm a Yankee or Dodger fan, I'm a Yankee fan. There's everything in between. I'm just urging you, go out there, look at other parties, vote other parties, support your other parties, be an American. God damn it.
So these two guys got a club, right? Republican and Democrats. They got a club, right? And it seems to be a two-man club, right? So we got these smaller clubs that want to jump in the game and everything. But you know, in order to be a bigger club, you gotta get more members.
Right.
You see. So in that avenue, and they always say that the members, I'm gonna call the member society, because what is known as society is our mentality is like sheep. You know, we don't want to be the leaders, we want to be the followers. You know, we want to be told what to do. We want to be structured and corralled correctly and this and that, you know, which is why we're always, not everybody is trying to give or provide, but more people are asking for. You see what I'm saying? So with that mentality, how do you think we break that mentality for the smaller clubs to bring them members over? You see what I'm saying?
Well, I would say start looking at the candidates, right? And anybody who's looking to take away rights, get rid of them, right? They want to institute more laws, get rid of them. Anybody who is looking to institute more rights, support your current rights, those are the people you want, right? Because the Constitution is about rights for the people, not rights for the government. Anybody who's anti-Constitution should not be in office because they're in office for the wrong reason. They're in office to demolish the Constitution, which is so anti-American. And I don't get why people keep voting for people who want to take away First, Second, Fourth, Fifth Amendment rights. And that's on both sides of the party. That's not a Democratic thing. That's a Democrat and Republican things. You know, people say, "Well, I'm voting Republicans because I'm pro Second Amendment." More Republican presidents have put laws on the books against guns than Democratic presidents. So well, yeah, because no. I mean, people vote for them because they vote for party. They don't look at individuals. I'll take for example this last election. All the people in the country were tired of having this old white 70-plus-year-old white-haired motherfucker run the country. So who do they vote in? An old white, tired, white-haired, perplexed motherfucker. They voted in the same guy, the exact same guy as the one they were trying to vote out. And this election coming up, they're looking at the same old white guy running on the one side of the aisle who we currently have, and the other side of the aisle says, "Well, what we're looking at is the same old tired white guy we're tired of who's currently in office."
Comfortability,
right? It's the same. Both parties are putting up the exact same candidate, and neither party likes the other candidate. If you don't like the other candidate, how can you like your candidate? They're the exact same person.
But see, you know, and that's where that mentality comes in, where animals, your pets, don't like change. They like stability, consistency, continuity. You know what I mean? But so when you get the old white guy, we accept the norms, we accept the trends, we accept the bad. That motherfucker say Trump was out. Oh, Trump say some stupid shit. Oh, we accept it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we, comfortability. Okay. Now we got, like you just said, we got the new guy, same shit. Say one thing, do another. This is the result. Okay. Yeah, we see it. We don't talk about it. But yet, who we asking for? the same motherfucker that's coming back up again.
That's right.
Comfortability, man, because we know what to expect, so we're easier with that comfort.
Yeah, and there's and don't you know, there's better candidates within each party that would probably bring some comfortability to each party, but as well would bridge some gaps. Like for example, Republicans have a great Bobby Jindal. I haven't seen him in a while. He was the governor of Louisiana during Hurricane Katrina. You know, he was really well liked. He was well spoken.
He made a splash for a minute.
Yeah. He's native born American, so he has all the rights of that. But he is of I want to believe it was Hindu Indian background.
Right.
But besides all that, he ran Louisiana really well during that time. They were very successful as a state. He has a lot of good aspects. He is pro-right. And then also on the other side of the aisle, I can't think of any on the top of my head because I haven't followed him in a while. But there's people as well within the Democratic Party but we are comfortable with the old white 70-year-old failing health, should not be in office type guy. Right. And that's definitely not a call for Hillary, because Hillary is definitely not. She might as well be the 70-year-old white guy as well. She's not awful terrible. But there are other aspects. There's other actually there's one. I'll get next to it. Anyway, but as well, there are some centralized candidates within the Libertarian Party, the Green Party. Like this last election, I actually voted Green Party, Angela Green, actually, for president. There's some other good parties. So, there's smaller parties, but that's the only way we as a people are going to be able to grow our political system, is to vote beyond the same old jackass and elephant.
Mm-hmm. Gotta believe in something new. Gotta try something. Look at the
porcupine. Yeah, look at porcupine. Look at the artichoke. There's some other parties out there that are definitely more centralized. They have ideology of, and then I'm going to go back to the Libertarian Party. They believe in all the rights given by the Democrats and all the rights given by the Republicans as one party. They are anti-government. It's ironic, right? They're an anti-government party. Like it's about small government, personal responsibility. Drugs should be the prohibition of drugs should be lifted. You own the rights to your own home, your gun, your wallet, your bed, all that stuff. Those are yours to keep, and nobody should tell you what you put in your body, who you put in your body, the guns you carry, the rights you live, what happiness means to you. And that I am ending my statement.
Well, there you have it. As we want to say that that concludes here the first one of the year, the first show of 2023. I do want to say right quick, do want to dedicate this one to my dude, brother King Savior. Passed away here, just a year, basically a little bit ago. Really hurt me dearly. I'm still trying to deal with that one, but I do want to tell my man, R.I.P., rest in power, my man. And I also want to give a shout out to my boy Nitty. You know what I'm saying? We love you, man. So, just want you to get well, so I definitely want to do that. And definitely, y'all do tune in to us next time on the next show we're going to have. We're going to do it, what, Aaron? We're going to do it 2 weeks? What we going to?
2 weeks. Yeah, and for our segment, we're going to do our main segment. We'll keep to ourselves, but our final segment, we're going to do old movie reviews. we're gonna review a movie this next 2 weeks, and we're gonna give you a review. So, Val, if you could watch the movie Life, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times as I have because it's a great movie. But let's do it with fresh eyes, and we're gonna give a nice old movie review at the end of the show next show. So stay tuned and watch, and tell us your comments. Hit us up. Hashtag BNW, the BNW at gmail.com.
Yes, sir. There we do it. Take us out, baby.
With that, we apologize for the inconvenience.
Peace. Oh, bad, man. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. You know, Tech can take us out. Fade to darkness. We just gonna have to get Tech, on his grind next time. No, we're gonna talk to him,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. We'll bring you in.
Right.